criminal justice reform. Everybody said it couldn't be done. And a group came to my office. Sir, please, would you help us? These were liberal people. And I said, I will. Van Jones was one. Nice guy. I wouldn't say he treats me too good, but that's okay. Van Jones. And he said, sir, we need your help. We can't get 5 senators. We can't get this. We can't get that. We need your help. We need your help. Please, sir. Help me. Please help me. I said, I can get you those 5 senators. And I called 5 or 6 or 7 to get the 5. Sometimes you have to call a little more than the 5 if you want to get the 5, right? You'll learn. A couple said, could I take a pass on this, sir? But I got 5 people, right, Jared? And we got the vote, and people were shocked. And nobody else could have done it. And they've been trying to change this for the African-American community, for the Hispanic community, for other communities, but really the African-American, Hispanic communities by far benefited the most. And they've been trying to do this for decades. So Van Jones was on about 2 weeks ago. And he came to me, and I'm telling you, he was so nice. He was sitting right there when I was doing it. And I said, thank you, Van Jones. Thank you, this one, that one. And that was it. And he came up to me, thanked me, and that was it. Then about 3 weeks ago, I saw him on television. I don't watch your show too much. Neither do too many. But I'm watching him. And he gets up and he goes, I want to thank a number of people because we did something this year that was undoable. They said it couldn't be done. We passed criminal justice reform. Okay? Van Jones said it. And I want to thank Reverend Al Sharpton. Well, he wasn't nowhere. He was nowhere to be found. Just so we know, I've known him for a long time. He used to love me. We used to go to fights together with Don King. Don King's a friend of mine. Don King endorsed me. And Don King and Al Sharpton get along. We used to go to fights together. And he liked me until I ran and succeeded in politics. Then it wasn't to his benefit. But look, Al's a con man. We all know that, okay? Just a con man. He's a con man. And he scared NBC into giving him a show, you know. They don't want to have any trouble. But he's just a sort of a third-rate con guy. But here's Van Jones. Here's Van Jones. Van Jones, I want to thank Al Sharpton. I want to thank all of these name people I never heard of. The only one he didn't mention was me. And then it got worse. You ready? Candace, listen to this. Terrence, are you listening? So he named these people, a lot of people, standing at the end of a show. I want to thank, because this was the greatest year we've ever had. We got criminal justice reform. I want to thank this one and that one and that one and that. I never heard of it. And I kept waiting for my name. I said, darling, come over here. I'm going to have a great little name mention. Yes, darling, the First Lady. How good is the First Lady? So she came over. And I kept waiting. And I kept waiting. And then he named a lot of people. That was the end. I said, I was a little embarrassed in front of my wife. I said, he didn't name me. I'm the one that did it. I called up Jared, right, Jared? I said, what the hell is this? But before that, he did have one other thing to say. This was 3 weeks ago. He said, and I have one thing to say that we have to do. We must defeat this president. We have to defeat President Trump. And we have to work 24 hours a day to defeat President Donald Trump. And I called Jared and I said, that's terrible. Right? Is that a true story? And then he spoke to Jared and he apologized, didn't he? He apologized. But I don't accept those apologies, you know? All right. Should we get back on the script?